Hello everyone, Julian here with another breakdown on the 29th of June. Caught a nice winner this morning. So as we can see, let's head to the daily. Been pretty pretty bearish for about 4 days, and been in that downtrend, especially on the lower time frames like the 4 hour and the 1 hour, as you can see. So I came into this morning with a bearish bias, and how we actually caught this was, so I was asleep at this time, which was about 4 a.m. Eastern, London session. This would have been a nice trade as well, catching the break of lows here to the next support, which I'm going to touch that exactly. But the trade that I was able to catch was this break below 153 and to retest the next zone. Now, I actually executed on the 30-minute, not the 1 hour. It was also nice and clean on the 1 hour. Price kind of, came down, created a support, retested the previous support that turned resistance, and then eventually broke below the lows of the newer support created in here. And we were able to go down to the next strong zone. Now, looks like we have another setup here for the NYSE Open, which is in 13 minutes if people want to catch it and they're able to see this before. But you have this 1 hour. Now, this is kind of like a break and retest. So we had support here, and we were able to break that support. Let me get this. All right. So right here is our zone. Let me get rid of that. Sorry. And we were able to break below this bullish candle, retested it. Now, if this candle, it has made a top wick now. So if we can break this low here, we can have our stop loss at about 15 pips, which would be above that wick. If this candle can come down bearish and break these lows, and we can have our first take profit at 9 pips, but we would expect the NYSE volume to break below that, and really our first take profit can be at about 17 pips at the 152.75 mark. Next take profit can be at the next zone at the 152.64, which would be 30 pips. So that's something to watch out for at the NYSE Open, as we can expect volume to push through that. But the trade I caught today was in the 30-minute, and basically, like I said, we had this support over here, right here, created this. Now we were able to break through it with these candles. Now these candles did make a support lower here at the 153 mark, which is also a strong psychological level. Once we had these bearish candles coming down, I anticipated the volume in the pre-New York session to actually, once we push below the previous lows, to break and close. So I expected volume to push me down, which happened. So I entered my trade at 153.015 as the lows were broken. Sorry, and I took my trade out. First, I took it first partials at 152.89. And then put my stops at break even. Price came up, came back down. I secured 90% of my position then at 152.83. Oh, wow, I almost got at the low of that wick. And then out of my 7.5 lot, I had 0.4 still running, and that eventually ended up getting stopped out at break even. So there was 3 different times that my trade was taken, or profits were taken. But yeah, it was a simple move, just impulse entry on the break of a support created and expecting the volume to push price down, which happened. And now I will be looking for this trade talked about on the 1 hour at the NYSE Open. As you can see now, we're coming more down. So yeah, if we can break this at 152.92, I might have a sell stop at 152.91 and expect price to go down to 152.75, about there, which would yield me, more than a 1-to-1, but very close to a 1-to-1, and then the second take profit could be at a 2-to-1. So hope you guys are able to catch this move. If it does play out, we'll see what happens. We'll have to keep an eye on it in the next 10 minutes. But hope you learned something. If you could leave a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. So hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.